coaching cycle is basically an opportunity for a teacher to partner with a coach for almost a mini PLC. Throughout the course of 4 to 6 weeks, you'll work with the coach on basically answering the 4 questions that you think about in a PLC. What is it that you want students to know or be able to do? How will you know? So how will we assess that? And then how do we respond when students have already demonstrated they've learned the material or that they're struggling? So over the course of those 4 to 6 weeks with the coach, we're constantly looking at those 4 questions and assessing what kids are doing and how we can tailor our instruction in your classroom to best meet those needs.
The focus of the coaching cycle will typically be oriented around a fairly focused set of instructional strategies or instructional standards, maybe learning targets that have been identified by the teacher as an area of potential growth for their students. The focus of the cycle can certainly be content directed towards a particular standard in math or literacy, for example, but the focus could also very well be oriented around student skill development, such as primary resource analysis or critical thinking skills, among many other examples.
The goal of a coaching cycle is first and foremost working towards student learning. We are trying to find data that students may be lacking in a certain area and trying to find strategies that are able to improve that outcome in that area. So first and foremost, our goal is to improve student learning. At the same time, the goal of every coaching cycle is also to increase the independence of the teacher in the classroom. We are trying to provide more tools, more resources, and maybe just a different way to look at a strategy in an attempt to improve the student learning. So as the teacher learns, and as the coaching cycle ends, the teacher walks away with a resource that they can use in their classroom over and over again that makes the learning continue.
The coach's role in a cycle varies depending on what the needs of the teachers are. One thing that a coach can do is assist in finding resources to help drive instruction within the classroom. A coach might help a teacher with planning and implementing strategies or interventions to help students gain knowledge and demonstrate the skills that they've learned. The observation of student behaviors and skills can be a key part, and a coach can help track those behaviors. After data has been collected, a coach can assist the teacher in reviewing the data and then making further decisions on instruction based on the student demonstration of skills or behaviors.
The teacher's role in the coaching process is really just to come prepared to engage in the work with the coach. We'll ask teachers to bring some data. Data might look like classroom observations, it might look like an assignment or a test, but data that the coach and the teacher can partner in looking at and analyzing. The other thing we ask of teachers is just come prepared to be honest and to communicate with the coaches. We're going to throw out a lot of ideas, strategies, things to try, and we really need honest feedback because you do know your students best, and if it's not going to work for you or your class, you're the one that knows that, and we need that open communication.
All right, team, here's our game plan. We need to make sure that when you come with a coach, you're going to use data, and we're going to work on teaching strategies for student engagement and student achievement. However, there are a handful of things that we can't do as a coach. We can't do the heavy lifting for you. We can co-teach with you, we can give strategies to a small group of your kiddos, but we can't do all of the work. Our job is to help make you more independent and sustain the great teaching that we have here at Waverly Shell Rock. We also are not here to evaluate. We are here as a support for you. And so we can sit down at a table and you can trust that this is all about making kids better. So in short, we are getting better together.